Ladies and gentlemen, we are just a few weeks away from Wrestlemania. It was almost a year ago when Roman Reigns took the WWE Championship from Brock Lesnar to unify both major titles in the promotion. But with all paths, or should I say all roads, pointing to Cody Rhodes finally dethroning the tribal chief and ending his whopping 900+ day reign of dominance, there's never been a better time to discuss just how the WWE will split the titles again. Today we look at 4 realistic ways WWE could do to split up the Undisputed Universal Championship. Honorable mention, Roman defends and loses his titles on nights 1 and 2. Starting off with an honorable mention with Cody Rhodes vs Roman Reigns as the main event of night 2, while Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against the Usos for the undisputed tag team titles, headlining night 1, pretty much a lock at this point. Fans are still hoping for Sami to win the big one instead. So, what if somehow, by some miracle, Sami gets himself one more shot on the last Raw before WrestleMania by winning a 7-man gauntlet match and a handicap match against Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa as a final trial of sorts. This is a Kid 2 when Daniel Bryan had to defeat Triple H in order to be inserted in the Orton vs Batista match for the World Heavyweight titles. In this scenario, the main event of night 1 would now be Sami Zayn vs Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Sami then goes on to win in a massive crowd-popping moment with the help of his best friend Kevin Owens, who fend off the rest of the bloodline. Then, in night 2, we see a very pissed off, fresh from defeat Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes, who finally beats Roman for good after a grueling battle, finishing his story with his first major title win in the WWE. At number 4, a triple threat ladder match. Now this might actually be the least likely to happen out of the 4, but it definitely makes for the best visual. So, we skip right ahead to the weeks leading up to Backlash, or WrestleMania Backlash depending on what they want to call it these days. Cody's first opponents after winning the titles will be Edge, who had just finished his business with the Judgment Day and is desperately looking for one last run at the top as his career is nearing its end. The other guy would be Braun Breaker, who would be one of the NXT stars to get called up the main roster after WrestleMania. Making an immediate impact, Braun would win a 6-pack challenge on his very first match on SmackDown and get inserted to the title match, making it a triple threat. During the build-up, Cody would also reveal the stipulation to be a ladder match because I guess he loves jumping off things. See Sammy Guevara vs Cody Rhodes ladder match for reference. So, during the final moments of the match, we see all 3 men at the top of the ladder having an intense tug-of-war for both belts when suddenly the straps come off the hook, all of them falling to the ground. When the dust settles, we see Cody holding the WWE Championship and Edge, who barely clings on to the Universal Championship, making them both winners. What I love about this idea is that it's a perfect showcase between 3 men who are touted as the past, present, and future of the company. Cody gets to keep that only title that really matters to his story, while Edge gets one final run at the top with a championship he's never won before riding off to the sunset. Braun, on the other hand, gets a massive first month in the main roster, looks hella strong even in defeat, and is instantly thrust into the main event picture. Everyone wins. On to number 3, a Money in the Bank cash-in happens. I initially wanted to set this on WrestleMania, but since there's already a Money in the Bank premium live event set to happen in this July, guess it'll just have to be in SummerSlam. So we cast our minds into the not so distant future 4 months from now. Cody's having a successful run as the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion when Roman Reigns returns after a long hiatus, the bloodline being long gone at this point, and uses his rematch clause to face Cody for the belts at SummerSlam. There, they go on to have a banger of the match, and during the final minutes, when both men are down, Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins, music hits and he cashes in the briefcase, officially making the match a triple threat for the title. We all know what's happening here. Seth Rollins is doing it again, 8 years since the highs of the century, and he is about to pull off another one. But this one ends up a bit differently. Seth hits the stomp on Roman, but Cody sneaks up on Seth to deliver a crossroads. Him and Seth both collapse on top of Roman, pinning him 1, 2, and 3. Everyone are in utter confusion and disbelief as both are declared the winner of the match when Adam Pearce comes out and reveals that in the fine print of the contract it states that the Money in the Bank briefcase can only be cashed in on one title. So, in the following Raw, Cody is forced to choose which title to keep. He obviously goes with the WWE Championship while Seth is awarded with the Universal Championship. Both men show mutual respect and that is the end of it. Number 2, the Universal title gets relinquished. This is the route WWE would go with if they just want to keep it stupid simple. The Raw after WrestleMania, Cody cuts a promo saying that Roman had held both titles hostage for too long, and now that he's champion, he wants to give more opportunities to the other men at the back. Thus, he relinquishes the Universal title to focus on defending the only title that he really wanted, the WWE Championship, in honor of his father. So, with this revelation, Adam Pearce announces a 16-man King of the Ring tournament with the finals taking place at the King of the Ring pay-per-view next month. This ties into the recent announcement that the King and Queen of the Ring premium live event will take place on Saudi Arabia on May. And what better way to make it mean something again by awarding the winner of the tournament with the Universal title. Now, the one who I would book to win this tournament would be Main Event Jey Uso, who I actually plan on making a full video of, spoiler alert, covering what a second Jey Uso main event run would look like. But essentially, on the finals of the tournament, he would beat none other than his brother, Jimmy Uso, to win his first major title in the WWE, finally living up to that Main Event Jey Uso name. And number 1, a new or old belt is introduced. The path to least resistance and the one I believe would most likely happen. Instead of relinquishing one, Cody formally announces the merging of both titles, effectively retiring the awful color-coded Universal title and introducing the classic Winged Eagle WWE Championship belt, which Cody had talked about bringing back before. From here, you can also have Jey Uso win, or if you wanna get extra creative, have Cody announce a gauntlet match main event on SmackDown with the winner being crowned a new title that would be unveiled after the match. So, the match happens, and the man who starts is Gunther, who in this universe just lost the Intercontinental title to Drew at WrestleMania. He dominates everybody and wins the title, which is unveiled to be the returning big gold belt, the World Heavyweight Championship. A perfect title for what would be a long reign. And that's the list. If you like the content, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe if you're feeling oozy. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.